Pardon me, bruv. Well, actually, yes, Ryan, what we saying, bro? What we saying, bro? Yeah, we need to talk about this markets, boys. Let a few more men jump in, of course. And then we'll start going through these. Alright, yeah, that's sweet. Woo! Yes, boys, what we saying? Yes, Slapper, what we saying, man? Michael, Tommy, Leon. Is it Leon? I said Leon. What we saying, bro? David, what we saying, bro? Pascal. What we saying, cuz? I'll be sweet, boys. Hope you've had a good weekend as well, man. I had a nice little reset. Even though I played golf, which obviously pissed me off. Played awful. But it is what it is. Well, brand new week in the markets, boys. Obviously, day like today, I did say this to everyone this morning, right? A day, Monday, first of all, is a great preparation day. Not the best attacking day in the market for me. It's a great day to see where the week's at and where the month's at. Bear in mind, it's a brand new month as well, boys. It's the 2nd of June today. We're literally in the second day of the second half of the year now. So we get into that point where we're probably going to start having a lot nicer markets. Last year, we noticed the nicest markets during the summertime. And I think actually even just throughout the years, they've just genuinely been better during summer. I had a good run of golf this weekend. I'm glad you did, Michael, because I did not. What did you shoot, Michael? But yeah, something about Euro GBP, very weird, because at the moment, right, we're pretty much pricing in an interest rate cut, which you would have thought would have lowered the currency's value, which it normally does, right? But the reason why it's not is because mainly because of Germany, but the EU is quite investable right now. The US is very high risk, so even though they are cutting rates over in the euro, you're still seeing bonds get bought over in Germany. Hence why you're seeing the gilt yields drop heavily. We've been seeing that for a bit as well. 86, fucking I wish, man. Nice. Man shot 14 over, that is a joke. I'm sweet, Bigfoot. How you doing, man? How you doing? But yeah, Euro's purely got strength off people just not wanting to invest in the US as high risk, really. So money's flowing to Europe. Investors around the world are moving their money out of the US and putting it into European assets. This shift increases demand for euros, and when more people buy euros, the value obviously goes up. So that's what we're pretty much looking at right now. Germany spending big to boost its economy. One thing that Germany are doing now, and I think it's quite smart to be fair. I think they've realised that the euro could be in a bad situation. But it's actually not doing too bad right now, and I feel like that's why it's been hard for EG trades at the moment, because we would have thought EG straight bearish, but I think it's going to be a little bit more long term than what we think. I feel like Germany is sort of prolonging that bearish euro a little bit. We've noticed that for a bit now. But the bottom line is they feel safer putting their money into Europe right now, in regards to US, China, UK. The European economy does look nice to invest in. Germany's big spending is positive signal for future growth as well. Bearing in mind, Germany, their biggest economy within the EU, right? Rev. All right. I think now we're going to start with now we're seeing EG come down a little bit more though. I'm trying to see. Position wise, we'll be looking at we'll wait until about 1:30 for positions. I feel like that's when we're going to see the nicest for New York. Yes, Tommy, what we saying, bro? And NAS 100 shorts after Asia high swept. There's 4-hour CRT. Let's have a look at NAS actually. NAS is quite bearish at the moment, isn't it? I'll be honest, we're seeing US stocks come down. So equity markets definitely been coming down. I mean, EG short, but not looking to hold. I think EG shorts is nice. It's just difficult to get in because, I mean, I feel like we are going to have that bearish euro come through at some point, but I feel like the effort's hard because it's been held up by the boost of the economy from Germany and just overall lower risk through the EU. So, bro, why can't I edit this, bro? Just goes this. But I honestly don't. I don't hate the idea of EG thoughts at all. Short, sorry. Yeah, I'm not trusting EG against it. Yeah, EG's just been. It's been difficult, but sometimes, boys, you need to place a trade in order to know where it's at. Do you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, if your strategy tells you to place a trade, you just place it. There's no. Do you know what I'm saying? So, win or loss, we still got to move forward. GU completed on what he wanted this morning. This is what he's looking at during pre-London. It was pretty much GU coming to the upside, which is what we was. We're bullish as well, very bullish on GU, very bullish on EU. We're weak on the dollar. I still want to follow that narrative. We even took this external low here as well, which is perfect. Oh no, prior week low. Oh, we took prior week low, perfect. Yeah, bro. I'll be honest, we've moved perfect in it. I'll be honest, we've moved perfect throughout the whole thing. Throughout the whole day so far for GU EU. Michael, did you get enough that 5 minute or We'd like to see GU break the London higher than sell. Will be way nicer. I wouldn't want to get in the shorts though, man. Stop being mean to EG. 5-minute fair value gap inverse, yeah, nice. Yeah. I personally didn't with EG. For me, well, it was the short positions that you wanted, but the short positions weren't Asia liquidity shorts; they were DTO shorts. And as you can see, even still, it just didn't give us it was just awful, really. EG this morning, in terms of this area here, just was not nice. Zero liquidity to the downside, even though we are more biased towards the sell side for EG. And we took the prior week higher, so there wasn't much liquidity to the buy side either. So it looks like price wanted to move off what was already given. Bearing in mind, today's sort of a non-news day during London. 3 PM we got news, I think 6 PM we got news. So London session isn't going to be sort of heavily pushed on a form of news, which I'm not going to lie, is kind of nice. It's always good. I think it's good for price to price in a certain news event, which is going to sort of push, or more give a bias, right? Give an easier bias to read. Like, for example, if we know that we're pretty much pricing in the higher GDP for Euro, then we know the market is obviously going to be, not for the Euro, sorry, for like Poland, for example. I think their GDP come out with like, I don't know, whose fucking GDP was it? Was it EU's? I think it was EU GDP. I think it was like 0.9% increase, which is good. It's calm, right? But it's always good when you can obviously trade alongside that bias with the longs. But on a day like today, and plus it's Monday anyway, boys. Bear in mind, day like today is the best day for it's the only day to prepare. To be honest, it's literally the only day in the week to prepare. So, who the fuck is that at my door, bro? That's my nan. Bro, why do I look like a man? Sorry, no. Yeah, the effort is going to be hard though. I forgot about this coffee. I just really hope that this coffee's bad. That coffee's fucking bad. Nice. What the fuck? Fair enough, Michael. Yeah, I was looking at the same short, but I was never going to take him. Share plays. Want to extend a congratulations to PSG for being good enough to qualify to play. I wasted my breath, Stuart. Stuart. Man, Man, that's going to be a horrible game to watch as a Spurs fan. Pretty like watching your own daughter's like fucking explicit video, shall we say. Just demoralising, watching your team get brutally molested, should I say, by another team. It almost feels like one of the All-Star games. Almost like All-Stars versus like cancer research. pretty much like prime Barca versus like just why is this not coming up? PSG versus Spurs is like your girlfriend pegging you from behind. No cap. I'd actually rather, bro. Nah, I don't even know. Don't know what I'd rather watch. I'd actually rather watch anything. My mind's going so crazy and so many different things I'd rather watch. Like, for real. Let's be fair, that would be good to watch if you're not a Spurs fan. Do you know what I'm saying? That'd actually be a very good watch for anyone but a Spurs fan. But like, it's either that or PSG just genuinely don't care about it, and actually, you man actually just which I would like to see, because PSG are unreal, to be fair. It's always good to see the good team get beat, isn't it? PSG to win plus 10 goals, 1k easy, 10k back. Hate watching 101. Literally just hate watching. If it's 5-0 win, oh, God help Spurs. God help Spurs. Trust me. Trust me. Why can't I? Bro, I'm not being funny though. PSG are unreal. We were speaking about this morning. Like, they are actually nuts. Like, their squad's insane. Like, compared to any other team, like, they're levels above, I would say. Like, levels. So from West Ham, maybe not West Ham, because I was thinking about this, but West Ham are actually a little bit better than PSG. Change it up. What the fuck? But yeah, but I'll be honest, in terms of entries, GUEU I wouldn't really be favouring anything, because the best positions on there are longs. What are we saying on JPY? Because I probably would be looking at other stuff like GJ and shit, just for live, or Swiss francs. Nice. Oh, actually, we've got something with the. Sorry, my. Okay, the yen basket's come back up a little bit. To be fair, it did have a little bit of a bear. Who trades GJ in here? We're sounding like the gay best friend that goes under the radar to the jealous boyfriend. Why did you make that sound like that? There's a West Ham is such a gay club. Even has the gayest name. What? Bro, search up pairs after PSG win. The whole city got looted. Cars set on fire. People injured and dead. See, this is what I mean, bro. This is what's wrong with like fucking like we do it in England as well, man. Whenever you get collectively a load of people together, someone fucking dies. Like, bro, like, we all seriously this retarded. Like, honestly, we all this thick. Like, it's actually so stupid. Fuck you, by the way, EK. But no, but I don't know why it's like that. It's like the thing with the Liverpool thing, bro. Like, or what was the thing in? I feel like it's anywhere. I don't even feel like it's Europe. I feel like anywhere in this world, if you collectively, well, like first world countries, if you collectively get enough people together, someone's just gonna die. Or get killed or something. Imagine dying because your football team won. Yeah, trust. Awful. Awful. Did anyone die? I don't think anyone died though with that Liverpool thing though, did they? Or did they? That's mad if they did, because I didn't think they did. But that's crazy. I just want to get some more. Never let down. Billing period. But yeah, realistically for GJ, I mean GJ is just annoying. I would say more shorts. I would say probably more. Yeah, I mean I probably would go shorts. In terms of like the US dollar is definitely the weakest. I reckon UJ sells are really nice right now. What's GBP CHF saying as well? Actually, I want to see this where our European pairs are at. Alright, so we are seeing the Swiss franc come out on top a little bit more. We're still in that imbalance there. I mean, we're still within that little shitty phase, aren't we? We're still in that shitty phase. I'll copy this link. Okay. Gold is still something that is definitely still favoured to the upside. This is what we were talking about this morning as well. Was gold buys pretty much. That weak dollar is definitely the reason why you're looking to long gold as well. Seeing that breakout of these highs here is perfect. I feel like it can go for more externals. We still got buy side liquidity upon buy side. All-time high sitting at about 3.5. I feel like we could definitely surpass that. Trade uncertainty is huge again, so that's why the dollar's got a bit weaker. And that's not even between the EU and US right now. That's more between China and US, because obviously pretty much both saying that they've both pretty much gone against the old the tariff situation they've got, or whatever they called it. Bro, can I copy this link on or not? We've nearly come for those external highs now on gold. I feel like we've still got a little bit more of a room up though. Not all recovering. The guy who did it was an ex-Marine. Yeah, I saw that. I heard an Everton fan died, but no one cares about him. Oh, you said it, not me. You said it, not me. Bro, where's my... Oh, here you go. I feel like more in terms of what we want to see from New York now, though. Let's see if these yields really continue, because then we're still going to get this bullishness from this euro. I mean, it's been a bit contradictory right now. Yeah, difficult getting trades at these times, boys. Really difficult. I am hoping that now it is mid-year, though, we should start getting better markets. Like I said, you generally do have better markets during sort of the mid part of the year. For like like second to third quarter is definitely the best. Got in GU buys at the bottom, 5-minute demand at London Open, now targeting London High. Lovely stuff. Those GUE buys are perfect. They're exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. In terms of equities, we're still seeing the dollar come down. GER30's doing alright. DAX is doing alright. With that Bloomberg one, but I just know it's going to make me lag. Which would just be a bastard. Who the fuck is Bellamy? Yeah, I feel like we're going to see... Yeah. I feel like we're going to see the euro come down in sort of the second half of the week. I think it makes sense with the interest rate cut. I think that's what's going to bring price down a bit. When I don't think we've seen that get priced in, I just think we've just been seeing the equity market really move the euro and the dollar at the moment. Just want to see the GU and EU come down enough though, man, because realistically buyers for GU EU, I'd be looking for I'm not happy unless they're around here. I wouldn't even bother if they're anywhere above. In terms of buy side liquidity, where you want to be aiming for, it's difficult to see. Just to be safe, we're going to be aiming sort of first highs. I'd say here's pretty reasonable, but we're not seeing price really come back to anywhere yet. So what are the other pairs we trading it? GBP NZD. GBP NZD, you know. Let's have a little look. Shorts. Are you looking for longs now? Yeah, longs look nice. We haven't actually broke out this Asia range yet. It's something that I would be looking for price to break out of. Yeah, I mean for me right now that would be my next step for price. Fuck's sake. Just really come out this range. Are we going to go buy side or sell side? Oh, that would have been bare nice as well. Unlucky. What RR was that do? It's pretty high. It's like 1 to 4, 1 to 5. I bet that's a 1 to 4.78. That's my guess. Got GU buys. Okay, yeah, nice. Oh, you got those GU longs. Nice. I think we're just looking in terms of GBP NZD. We are quite bearish for the dollar. Not the dollar, sorry, the pound. It's just if that New Zealand dollar is going to be weaker than the pound. Benefits of the pound right now. Labour market's good. Just economic growth's good. Yeah. But we're looking at possible cuts of interest rates, 1 to 4.14. Wasn't far off. But yeah, that's what we're sort of looking at for the UK economy wise. It's looking bearish in terms of interest rates and inflation's coming up, but growth's also moderately coming up. Pardon me. Which does show that the economy isn't just at stagflation, where inflation's going up or staying the same, growth's low, and then you've got interest rates just sort of chilling. But yeah, our cut of interest rates hopefully won't affect our price too much. I mean, even if it does, then we're looking at EG buyers. I'm still EG long-term shorts though. But yeah, we've got to keep eyes on really. This is the importance of Bloomberg though, you man. I feel like I'm lagging. It looks like I'm lagging. But this is the importance of Bloomberg, boys. All the information that you're hearing from me, I'll either get from there or from ChatGPT, literally just by asking it questions. And that's all free. Bearing in mind, that's all free. It's good. It's fucking good. I mean, it's not the best you're going to get, because obviously you could have a Bloomberg terminal, where if you've got a Bloomberg terminal, then you get to see all of the interviews and you get to see price points and stuff like that, and actually the actual data that comes out, right? But the second best is literally Bloomberg's YouTube live channel, and obviously ChatGPT to ask any questions, because listen, I don't know about you boys, but I didn't learn economy. I didn't learn it in school. I didn't do it I did a course online, like a little bit of it. I didn't complete it, but did a course online. Other than that, like, I'm fully self-taught sort of economics, and that's purely just by Bloomberg and ChatGPT, by asking it the right questions. But yeah, I'll be honest, if you want to have a bit more confidence in the markets, that's one thing I would say. Obviously, don't rely on it. I don't rely on... I mean, I still mainly obviously rely on my strategy, but in terms of higher time frame and just confidence in trades, that's where fundamentals really does help, to be honest. Gold, we still see chilling. GBP and ZD is just not moving. It's actually annoying. We're still within that range. Gold's just moving up. EU's just moving up. GU just moving up. These are quite... I mean, I feel like they move well, but it's just hard to actually get into the trades. I've read Economics for Dummies. Yeah, Economics for Dummies is brilliant. But you know what I mean? Like, we're... all of those bits, like, get a good understanding of the economy, I think, actually just does actually mad help with, like, confidence in trades. If you're someone who's lacking confidence, boys, then understanding how currencies actually work is key. Because you can train your mind as much as you can, but at the same time, if you can actually learn pretty much learn a skill to analyze the fundamentals to actually dictate a bias, and that aligns with your strategy, then yeah, psychology that's when it starts to get removed quite a lot. Like the feeling of the anger, the FOMO, the sadness. Do you know what I mean? That sort of just ends up going because you're not actually focused on. You're focused on the right things at this point now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they are quality. Oh, yeah, I've not actually read that book. I've heard it's meant to be good though. Might even be maybe the next one to read. What's all the bets? Back from LA. That's cold. Has anyone else like has anyone else done anything else to sort of learn it like economics? Like, has anyone else gone on like a course or read a book, like recommend a book or anything? Who actually doesn't look at fundamentals at all? And who are the people that do look at fundamentals? Because we can literally in here right now statistically get the people that are more braver in trades. Well, feel like they're more braver in trades. Perfect. Did you see Starmer saying the UK is moving to war fighting readiness? To be honest, I didn't see that, but I sort of guessed that was the pattern anyway. Because I heard we were spending an extra I don't know, 6 billion on something on defence. I think was that us or was that Germany? I'm in Germany. No, let me have a little watch of this. Right, boys, if you're not like the live, do me a favour and drop a like on the stream even.
Fighting readiness as the central purpose of our armed forces. When we are being directly threatened by states with advanced military forces, the most effective way to deter them is to be ready. And frankly, to show them that we're ready. To deliver peace through strength. Every part of society, every citizen of this country has a role to play. Because we have to recognise that things have changed. In the world of today, the front line, if you like, is here. The threat we now face is more serious,
My bear of watching what you sent me, Stu.
more immediate, and more unpredictable than at any time since. We are moving to war-fighting readiness as the central purpose of our... We face war in Europe, new nuclear risks, daily cyber attacks, growing Russian aggression in our waters, menacing our skies. Their reckless actions driving up the cost of living here at home, creating economic pain and hitting working people the hardest. A new era in the threats that we face demands a new era for defence and security. We will innovate and accelerate innovation at a wartime pace, so we can meet the threats of today and of tomorrow as the fastest innovator in NATO.
Fucking hell. Are you man war ready? You man ready? I'm getting ready. Yeah, we would not have enough ready dudes for war, I feel like, our country, man. That is mad though, innit? That's not good for the pound, bearing in mind. That's news that would say pound's sort of somewhat at risk if we got the Prime Minister saying something like, pardon me, like that. I think EG sales might be hard to come down. We've reading Trading the Zone recently, currently chapter 7, but yeah, the book has definitely helped me develop a better understanding and avoid being fearful when accepting risk when looking to trade. Yeah, same bro. Trading the Zone, that's one thing I'm reading right now. Cold book. Cold book. Oh, it's 200 and so on now. I've been reading the other one. But yeah, that's quality, bro. That's quality. The thing is as well, man, like, I know it's like, it comes back to sort of the discipline, right? Because no one wants to read a fucking book, right? No one wants to read a book. But if you're someone that can actually read like discipline in a disciplined way, say 10 to 15 pages a day or 10 pages a day, then yeah, you're helping with skills that will help in trading, even if it's not the psychology. So that's why I love sort of like books and shit, because that helps with multiple stuff with trading. It's some knock-on stuff, you know. Of course, I'm not finished yet, but just going through my old journal, I'm realising that a lot of my mistakes I was making was due to fear and not trusting my strategy. Yeah, bro, that's mostly everyone's killer. That's why for me, like what I say, that's why for me I say like psychology is so key, and trying to remove the psychology as much as possible is so key. If you don't, then you're just gonna find yourself in a place like an endless cycle, really. If you don't try to work on your psychology, you'll be like a merry-go-round and it just don't stop. Like it's just shit. You're not improving as a trader, right? So that's why I'd say if you're new, focus on psychology as much as you can, because the last thing you want is bad habits, and bad habits just comes from your head, really. But the thing is as well, like, for me, like, the way I look at trading, right, is trading's a career. It's a career. And a career isn't something that's going to make you rich. Like, for example, say if I had a career, right, say a good job, and say if I worked my way up, and yeah, worked my way up, got promoted a few times, and I see myself earning like 150 to 200k a year, right, which is really good amount of money. Good amount of money. That's more than 10k a month. Way more than 10k a month. Nearly 20k a month. So it's good, right? It's really good. But say if it took me 30 years to get to that point, or say 25 years to get to that point, you still probably think, yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to say then, but yeah, you're still going to think that that person's done well, right? 25 years, now he's earning 200 grand, it's a lot of money, it's more money than what most people earn, especially in the UK. So then you start to think, like, why would you try and make trading, why are you trying to make that 250k a year, like 200k a year, for example, within your first 5 years? It's never going to work. Your first 10 years it might, first 15 high chance, first 20 should, if you haven't, stop trading. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, trading is still a career, right? This is a job. People actually do this for a job. People work for a hedge fund. They wake up at normal time, work at 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock, and then go home. Do you know what I'm saying? As any other job would. Really got to look at it in the same perspective. Not in the perspective of, oh, he's been in charts for fucking 9 to 5. But the fact that, like, don't rush it, man. Everything's a process. If you rush anything, it's just going to fucking be painful. You're just going to run into problems. If you rush anything, boys, that goes for literally, boys, anything, innit? Fucking anything. That could be anything. Any example could be made. Then you're just going to get fucked, right? Trading's one of those ones where that really, that sort of, that phrase there really sits well, because you will genuinely get bent over and fucked. Like, that's not even cap at this point. When you arguing, I'm in your drawers. I think a trading with fear video would be good for the mentorship. Yeah, that's a good idea. Plus reward to stress. Ooh, you know what, I'm gonna write those down now. I'm gonna write those down. It's actually a very good idea. I think that reward to stress is probably the most unknown thing in the trading game, right? And this is the thing, it's always glorified. I'll give you a little explanation now, but I will actually make a video on it for the members and stuff. We'll go into it in more detail, but this is something that is so true, and Stu talks about it a lot, and it is actually a very good point. But just because you're trading with high risk, high reward is not better for your trading, okay? In fact, I would say it's better to aim for less than more. And the reason why I say that is because everything isn't. A lot of people love to think about the reward, right? So that's why we sort of take that reward, risk to reward. You want to take that reward out and just put stress instead, because everyone thinks of a reward, but they never look at the stress it may cause for you to be in that trade. For example, say if I've got a 1 to 4, say if I've got, let's just say I had a 1 to 2, right? So let's just say I longed from Asia low, whatever. So I longed from here. 3 pip stop loss. I had my TP on Asia higher. Okay, so I went for just quiet down this stop loss. 1 to 4, right? 1 to 4. Actually, no, fuck it. Let's move the stop loss bigger. Right, 1 to 2, right? So we got a trade here, 1 to 2. Perfect, lovely trade. Say if I was one of those people who's like, oh, I don't want a 1 to 2. I'm really cool. I can get more profits from this trade. You got people like that, and they'll start aiming for massive mass levels. Like EG should have buy side liquidity to this left side. Okay, we'll just do this high here, right? Now you got to think, right? With this trade, what are the emotions you're going to go through? Do you know what I'm saying? What are the emotions you're going to go through whilst in this trade, man? You're going to be going through the craziest of emotions, man. Crazy emotions. You're going to end up closing this trade early. Your stop loss will be at break even. And you'd probably even just change your TP. I've seen this better. People would just change their TP. Oh, okay, I'll just change my TP then to here. And then just settle for less. Even though you shouldn't ever change your TP, you shouldn't ever change your stop loss whilst in your trade, because that's psychologically moving your take profit or your stop loss, which is gonna fuck you. That's a promise. But don't just think about your risk. Don't just think about your reward. In fact, don't even worry about your fucking reward. Ignore the reward. Look how much you're risking and look how much stress it's gonna be putting you in. Like that 1 to 2, right, that we had down here. Right, just over 1 to 2. Minimal stress. How long was we in the trade for? I don't know. Fucking entered here. 40 minutes. We was in the trade for 40 minutes. Even if say I had my TP at this prior week high, 1 to 3.5. Again, just think about the emotions you're going to go in. This was a nice TP, but are you going to be able to allow price to come to TP within 2 hours? I mean, you should really. If you don't have the patience for that, then fucking hell, get off your iPhone. But for the example, like say if you was someone who can't possibly be in a trade for 2 hours, then just aim for less. All right. If you know you're going to be stressed whilst you're in this trade, then just don't place. And there's 2 ways that I like to look at stress, right? You got to look for efficiency. I mean, they both come back down to the word efficiency. Efficiency's the keyest point. I've got a video on efficiency in the mentoring. I think I've got a few, to be fair. And that pretty much covers risk to reward, risk to stress, and it also covers obviously the best pairs to get into at the right times. But pretty much the reason why efficiency is so key is one, that was actually a bare nicely written one. I feel like not deleting it. But number 1 is psychologically easier. That's not spelt right. I don't know how to spell it. That's just gonna have to do, boys. I'll be honest. My bad, isn't it? But that's gonna have to do. 1 is psychologically easier. Okay, it's easier to be in the trade if it's way shorter. If it takes less time, like we said, 40 minutes is way easier to hold a trade in 2 hours. I know you're getting more reward, but just think about the person you are, right? Just think about the person you are. Know yourself, innit? Like, this is why sometimes, boys, you just need to have a funded account to place your trades on, because some of you, man, need to actually realise what type of person you are. You might be one of those people, right, where when you place a trade, you get too scared. You don't know if, like, as soon as you get in the trade, as soon as it goes into drawdown, it's a half of your drawdown, 0.5% drawdown, whatever. You're going to be shitting yourself, right? You're going to be scared, or if that is you, you're going to be scared. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to take your trade off, maybe move your TP, move your stop loss, stuff like that, you know? And that will fuck you. So that's why you need to make sure you're psychologically ready. I can't believe, I don't even know how you spell it. Is it 2 hours? God, no. 2 hours at the end? I'm not sure. But yeah, psychologically easier. 2, consistency. It's efficiency comes with consistency. If you aim for more efficiency, you will get more consistency. Because again, you're aiming for less. When you aim for less and just place your trades, you will get an easier average to work with. So psychologically easier, and this is all referring to efficiency. Another hard word to spell. Efficiency, if I spell that wrong. Psychologically, Oh, could have just done that. Went fire off, that'll do. So yeah, number 1, psychologically easier, 2, more consistent, and then 3, what's the third point we can make for that? I literally had it in my head. I'm just going to make this point. Freedom. The reason why we're trading, boys, is so we can be free. Let's be honest, like, what would you rather? A fuckload of, like, honestly, what would you actually rather? A fuckload of money, but live a high stress life, probably die earlier because you're so stressed, probably lose all your fucking hair, and you've just got no time. Would you rather be that person, or would you rather be someone who can earn a decent amount of money, like a moderate amount of money, like a decent money, but also have a decent amount of time, and less stress? Okay, what would you rather? Like, what would you actually prefer? Do you know what I'm saying? What would you rather prefer? Bear in mind, boys, the whole point of life isn't to make money, right? I mean, we're all here to make money, right? But we're also here to sort of chase freedom as well. Like, I'll be honest, I've been trying to just chase freedom for the most part of my life, really, over anything else. What would you say you noticed about your own psychology, mate, during trades? That's actually a sick question. No one's ever actually asked me that. My psychology right now, my psychology when I'm in trades is actually very fucking good. I've noticed that I actually don't care. I've noticed that I've actually lost care for winning or losing trades, mainly because what I've been reading, because I've been reading a lot of psychology stuff recently, and what I've been reading is pretty much just, it's just noticed that you're always a learner, man. Like, whenever I noticed that, I've always just sort of never taken a loss as something that's shit. I've just always taken it as like a pretty much better than a profit. Obviously, it's nice to make money in these markets, but again, boys, I've only been profitably trading for like 3 years now. I want to be able to keep myself profitable, and I don't know if the markets could change every 5 years, where I'm trading a certain strategy for 5 years or 6 years or whatever, and then the market be completely moving the opposite to what it was, and then my strategy not working. So I feel like one way to not get ahead of yourself in multiple ways, because I've seen so many people. Get payouts, get funded and stuff, get bare excited, start buying bare shit, and then they realise like it was just a one-off. It was just a one-off like pass, one-off payout, and then you're back with probably no account, and then you got to do the challenges again. I've seen enough people go like that. Like honestly, so many fucking people. So that's why just remember you're always a learner, and man, you've got more time than you ever think. For me, for example, I'm still young. You boys are still bare young, man. Like, I don't care if I lose all my funded. My skills are good enough for me to get back there at some point. And the only way you can sharpen your tools, boys, is by making, you're getting a fucking rock and sharpening them, right? We're never going to be at the finished stage of trading, right? So we're always going to be... We're never going to be... You should never ever be like too confident in these markets. I mean, you need to be confident when you're in trades, but in terms of just being confident and being... There's a difference between sort of being lazy and just being confident, right? Because I would say I'm definitely confident at trading. I mean, obviously, I've been fucking live streaming, live trading for ages. I mean, today we've not looked at positions, right? Because, I mean, we just shouldn't be looking at positions really today. But, like, my confidence is high whilst I'm trading, whilst I'm on my 200k funded accounts, when you're looking at higher lot sizes, and even looking at higher profits, high losses. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, you'll probably notice, boys, that I'm very, like, I've been doing the same thing for ages. I've not changed shit. I don't change stuff. My times don't change. Nothing changes. Everything I do, I've kept it so similar. Everything. Everything. Everyone notices the same in different ways, Tommy Fear. Yeah, that's literally it. The thing is as well, everyone has different psychological problems, man, because everyone's got a slightly different thought process. Some people probably will match others, and some may match others. I want to see EU and GU come down a little bit better, to be honest. I do want to see them come down a lot more before we can actually buy anything. DXY would be nice to see it come back up, really. We took prior week lows, we're taking some liquidity levels. Again, boys, today isn't the day for the trades, right, of the week. I'd say we do need to wait a little bit for those to come through. I feel like this week's going to be good, though, because I feel like we've got a good bias. I can feel a trade coming. I can feel a trade coming. I care a lot when I'm in profit, but then if I'm in drawdown, I'll hold it. It's weird. I care a lot. Wait, what do you mean, sorry, Tommy? What do you mean, bro? I'd rather be in and out quick. Exactly, man. So do I. So do I, boys. Think about it this way, yeah? The longer you're in there for, right? It's like, say if you was in a river, right? Say if you was in a river in fucking Africa, we'll say, yeah? The longer you're in there for, the higher chance there is of you being nommed up by an alligator or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Or a sea creature. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you're in for about 5 minutes, jump back out, you've got a higher chance of not being touched by one. But if you're in there for about an hour, there's a chance that an alligator is going to come and knob your toes off. Tommy, that's normal. Yeah, it is normal. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we're humans, right? We're humans. If we didn't have that, then it would be quite worrying. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a beauty. There is a beauty behind, like our minds, though. To be honest, like our minds are like this. which makes our lives really good. Emotion makes life good. I think the continuous change of emotion is generally what drives people. Like, I think it's great when you've got when you're really happy at some period. At some period you're comfortable with where you're at. Another period of where you're unhappy with where you're at, so you aim to make yourself better. Like, I feel like the cycle of like the human emotions is because I do generally think there is like a cycle around it as well. Like, if you're like, have you ever, like, I get this all the time, right, where I'd feel like I'm not doing enough, so I would just do something, like, say for an example, like working out. Like, I would feel like if I didn't sweat enough, I would automatically think in my head, right, I've not done enough, so I've got to do more. Yet if I wake up the next day and I'm aching to shit, I'm probably gonna think, right, I've actually done quite a lot. I'm probably gonna chill out, and then you chill out, and then you're in the cycle of being chilled out, sort of lazy, and then coming back to that stage where you need to work out, work harder, and stuff like that. I feel like it is the same with trading in that terms. Jeez, Ash joining in. Boys, if you're not in the mentoring, man, what are you, man, playing at? For real, we've got more people joining as well. Some more funny traders are going to be made. But yeah, I'm hoping for a nice trade this week, man. I mean, I hate to say I want to get a trade because you should never chase them, but I feel like I want to see trades soon, boys. I want to see trades soon. But it's the market room, man. It's difficult times, boys. Difficult times. But I'll be honest, you could be two people right now, right? You can literally be two people. You could be someone who's literally getting molested and losing their fundeds, losing their personal accounts, whatever it may be. Or you could be the dude who's probably not jumping in the market as much, not risking what they've got, not leveraging what they've got as much. That's not what I meant. But not risking what they have. And I feel like those are the better people. Why? Because they're a bit more smart in the way they act. The thing is about trading as well is trading's not a game where, like, make money. A lot of time the game is make money, preserve capital. And then maybe you got to preserve capital for a little bit longer than you expected, but you got to preserve capital. Hence why I say you want to like average like 15 to 20% a year, okay? You're thinking, oh mate, that's mad because I got fucking 7% last month. Cool, if you got 7% last month, just make sure next month that you might lose 1R or 1%. Don't be pissed off, okay? Because again, you need to make an average of minimum 15 to 20%. That's what you want to make, right? 15 to 20% a year, or whilst trading, right? If you're on smaller accounts, then maybe times that by 10. On smaller personal accounts, times that by 10. Yes, RC, what we saying, bro? What's good, bro? What's good, brother? Perfect. Feel that still come back to fear though. Fear it's gonna reverse on you. That's always the fear, but what you need to remember in those times there, right, when you feel like prices sort of missed your TP by a little bit and it's gonna reverse, I'll be honest, boys, let it happen, innit? Just let it happen. Let it happen. Let it reverse. Just let it reverse. It's what it is. The next trade might be the one that does the opposite. It might not reverse. But the whole point of trade, it's a numbers game, right? So you don't necessarily need to win more than you lose to be profitable. I certainly don't. I can lose more trades than I win and be profitable. And I think that's when you get to that stage, I think that helps you mentally as well. Because obviously when you statistically look, when you lose more than you win, you're thinking, oh, that's kind of shit. But if you're 1 to 3 minimum, for example, you can have a 33% win rate and be break even. So you could be like 45% win rate and you still be 10% nicely Okay, and bearing in mind that's all you need, boys. Like, mate, most of you man are bare young in here. Like, all you need to do, like, literally all you man need to do is just chill out and take the process as slow as possible. If you're like below the age of like fucking like 23, bro, chill out. There's so many men in here that are bare trying to rush it. Bare man try and rush it as well. I've had enough mentor students that tried to rush it. We got them funded by learning the stuff, and then they just got too ahead of themselves. Bare man have done that, and then they've literally left the group off of pure embarrassment because they don't want to face the group again, because they don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person like, oh yeah, doing so good now, like yeah, doing sick, and then you get too big for your boots pretty much. Come back to like our group for an example, just for an example. I've lost my funded, and a lot of people would actually are just too scared to say that. They'll just leave the group and probably just stop trading. So don't be that guy, man. Don't be that guy when you get payouts. Just start acting bare, like the absolute bollocks, because it's gonna come back and molest you. I promise you. Ronald here. Are you want to trade? I'm not Curse Monday. It's a preparation Monday, boys. Preparation Monday. Monday's a day to prepare. In my opinion, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are the days to attack if there is opportunities in the market. Obviously, if you've got an XAMD week, you're probably looking at a cumulative Tuesday where you don't really want to be placing on Tuesday. So it's a variable. It definitely depends on how the market's going in terms of quarterly theory, in terms of the weekly perspective. EU 4-hour bearish CRT just saw now. Oh, did we just create that now? EU. Oh, nice. I like that because I do want to see price retrace down a little bit more before the move up. Yeah, I just don't think we're going to grab that full candle. We've actually got equal highs there as well. We had equal highs there as well, man. Yeah, that's literally equal highs, bro. Yeah, those equal highs look bare nice to buy out from now as well. We've actually got a breaker block. This is actually a breaker block. Yeah, I feel like EU and GU are just going to continue up by looks of things, to be honest, lads. We've seen EG come back up. We've seen that Euro dominantly just continue. It's moving nice, to be fair. Any gay dudes in here? Fucking hell. Who is that? Quamey. Oh. One just joined apparently. Trust. Innit, what the fuck? Fuck was that entrance as well, bro? Like, no way that's the first thing you say. No, like, yo boys, happening. Not even just like a bare rude, like yo, or like hi. You know what I'm saying? Not even that, or like hello. Or even just a wave. Just a question, any gay dudes in here? Power rumoured to resign to then is what? No way, bro. No way.
You get these.
Bro, what the fuck? Where'd you see that, Miz? Oh, is it literally by pubic hair? But actually, yeah, it looks like it did go up. Oh my days, yeah, it did. Or a literal pube. Nice. Only thing is, it is a bullish candle. It is a bullish candle in a bullish situation, with rather bearish. I'm not sure Trump didn't like him or something. Yeah, but you can't just get rid of you can't just get rid of Powell just because you don't like him. I don't even think he legally can, innit? Yeah, I don't actually think he legally can get rid of him. Oh, he was resigning, yeah. He said he was resigning. Yeah, he does have a year left. They do quite similar to what presidents do, so they do it every 4 years. Trump was saying he's making too many mistakes and shit like that. Trump's got a fucking mouth on him and he mistakes. Yeah. Trump was saying he's making too many mistakes. Mistakes. Thing is, Powell's the best you're gonna get because Powell's. I'm pretty sure this is Powell's second term. Let's have a look. Is it 2 or 3? No, second term. So he's done it for 7 years in total right now. I think he's meant to be good. Sent link in Discord. Oh, what is that for your trade? Is that for the trade, RC? Oh, what for that? Oh, RC's just Ronald. Is it, or am I tripping balls? Oh, yes. Alright. Raw, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell officially resigns tomorrow. Raw! That's mad, you man. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. Powell's actually been the only... Powell's been the only chair, like the US chair, or the governor of the Fed that I've seen yet. So, new times for us all, boys. New times for us all. And the Trump administration is expected to cut rates immediately following his resignation. I feel bad for him, man. You always feel bad for old people. Just for being old and shit. I feel bad. Good fella as well, man. Yeah, right, man. Let's peak. That is peak. GBP USD is coming down quite nicely, to be fair. Actually, I say that, not really. Continue moving, boy. Bro, who's coughing like that, bro? Close your mouth. Fucking hell. Why is she coughing? Close your mouth or you get an hand in it. Or a cock. But yeah, I'll probably jump off soon, boys. But I'll tell you what I'm looking at now. It's pretty much to happen for the rest of the day. For good positions tomorrow. Realistically, what I want to see is I want to see price retrace back down. So I do want to see a move to the sell side. I don't massively mind where we go. Obviously, in terms of where we are, our range is this low to this high. If you want to look at closer for the day's range, Asia to London. I do want to see price come below the priority 50, of course. Below DTO would be lovely. Today's DTO. Weekly true open will be formed tomorrow, so we don't even have to worry about that just yet. But I do want to see us retrace before the move up. So if you're looking to sell to long, that would be some lovely positions. I'm going to be looking for those buys after the retracement though. Same for GU. I'd say preferably EU because the euro is a bit more stronger than the pound right now. Dollar's still weak. Euro GBP longs at the time being. I wouldn't say it's currently short. Long term, I would say short, but right now, short term, it's not looking too bullish. It's looking a bit more. Sorry, not too bearish. Looking more bullish at the moment. Gold's still coming up, so we're still seeing high risk assets as well as a weaker euro. So dollar, so the gold really will go up as well as silver. So commodities we're seeing thrive. Equities are thriving. US 30s down though. NASA's down. S&P's down. They're down though. We're seeing sell-offs in the equities for the US. Germany, different story. Germany 30 years actually down today. When did the day start? Okay, yeah, we're down for the day. But yeah, so we're starting to see the move down now, which is lovely. The sell probably would have been nicer for GU, obviously, because the pound is still weaker than the euro. So the sell down, sell to buy would be a lot nicer for GU. But yeah, boys, I'm gonna jump off now. I'm just gonna continuously watch the news. Boys, any questions? Like, honestly, I beg you, man, ask me. I don't want you, man, to be left in like a space where you've always got a question on your mind. If you've ever got a question on your mind about trading, ask me. Even if you think it's stupid, even if you think I can't answer it, just ask me, because I'll probably even find it out myself if I don't know the answer, or I probably will know the answer. So, boys, give me a shout. But until tomorrow, I'll see you, boys, on pre-London, 6:30, early doors. I'll be on there at 6:30. So make sure you boys are there 5 minutes before or just at 6:30. But yeah, boys, have a nice rest of your day. I'm going to go chill out, watch the rest of my news, and then